Like, why do they always gotta have black in front of their name? Like, I'm not trying to make a point here, but, like, really? Come on. No, it's fine. I guess. Hey guys, what's up? We're back here, class is in session, with another Superhero 101. And this week, we're going to be talking about Black Lightning, because it's still Black History Month. Probably. Hopefully. This is I hope it is. Otherwise, this is awkward. Okay, but let's get into it. Black Lightning is an African-American superhero that is done by DC Comics. Black Lightning is not only DC's first African-American superhero, but he's also DC's first black superhero to get his own comic book series. Black Lightning first appeared in Black Lightning #1 in April of 1977. Our story begins when Jefferson Pierce, an Olympic gold medal winning decathlete, returns to his hometown of Suicide Slums in Metropolis. He moves back with his wife Lynn Stewart and his daughter Anissa and becomes the principal of Garfield High School. Upon returning, family friend Peter Gamby suggests that Jefferson use his powers to help save the neighborhood from a local crime gang, the 100. However, Jefferson refuses, and it isn't until the public murder of one of his more promising students that he decides to step in and become Black Lightning. Let's see, as far as powers go, originally he used a belt which gave him his powers. However, this was later retconned and he was made a metahuman with the meta gene, and he was just born with his powers. His powers include electric generation and manipulation, electric transportation, energy absorption, and force field generation, but he also has martial arts training. He is an Olympic decathlete, as I said, and he's in peak physical condition. Black Lightning isn't really much of a team player, as his only real team affiliations are the Justice League, which he actually originally declined to be a part of when they offered it to him, and the Outsiders, a group put together by Batman. He doesn't really have much in the way of love interests, as he already has a family, which include his now ex-wife, Lynn Stewart, his daughter, Anissa Pierce, who has powers and has the actual ability to change her density, making her basically indestructible, and she can, like, stomp the ground and make it shake and things like that, and she goes by the name Thunder. And his younger daughter, Jennifer Pierce, who has powers almost identical to her father, but doesn't have as great of control of them, and then she goes by the name Lightning. Another thing about Black Lightning are his villains, which pretty much almost all center around the 100, which is a crime gang, but more specifically, his arch enemy is Tobias Whale, who is the local leader of the 100 in Metropolis. But as I already said, pretty much all of his villains have to do with the 100, so I feel like Tobias Whale is really the only big one, and then there's a few others, but they aren't very well known. Okay, so I do want to take a minute to talk about the TV show, because it is a little bit different than the comic book history of Black Lightning. If you don't already know this, the CW now has a Black Lightning TV show, and it does follow most of this. However, the difference is that Black Lightning was already a hero about almost 10 years. It's like 9 years, but basically a decade earlier. However, he stopped after Tobias Whale nearly killed him, and his wife asked him to stop, even though she was already leaving him. So basically, his wife leaves him, and he almost dies, so he stops being Black Lightning, believing he can do more as the principal of Garfield High School than as Black Lightning. However, it's about almost 10 years later that basically the origin story picks up, and one of his students, more promising students that he had helped, is killed, and he feels like it is then his responsibility to actually re-pick up the mantle of Black Lightning with a new and improved suit and things like that. Yeah, and as far as that goes, he's a bit more out of shape because of that, but other than that, there's really not much else to it. Guys, I think that's all I got. If you haven't watched Black Lightning, I very highly recommend it. It's very good. Other than that, who do you want to see next? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.